Bonjour and welcome to another Alexis Review. I hope you're all fine, and today we will be talking about Jumping to Conclusions by Harapan Ong. I really enjoyed the reading of his latest book, which was Principia, for me at least, and he's coming back with a variation of Drawing Conclusion by Max Maven. I really like this effect, even though it could have been a little bit better. Jumping to Conclusions is Harapan's take on the classic Drawing Conclusions by Max Maven, where you have a few symbols, a spectator select a symbol, then you pull out some cards from the deck so that you think that their card is among those cards you pull out, and then they said no, and when you arrange the card, all the symbols make the letters of the selected symbol. For example, if they select the moon, you have a symbol M-O-O-N, and it forms the word moon. It's very interesting. The climax is very strong here. You have two variations. You have the Chinese flashcard and the symbols, and I really like Harapan's thinking behind it. Jumping to Conclusion is sold at $24.95. You can find it in the link or on the link in the description. If you want to support and help my reviews, feel free to buy the products from the link in the description. I'm always 100% honest with every product, but it helps a lot if you buy the product directly from the link inside of the description. Thank you so much for that. Inside you will find two things. First, feel free to subscribe to this channel if you like my reviews. I hope they help you to decide which trick is good for you or not. Inside you will find two packets. You get the flashcard with its own box and the psychic flashcards with the symbols. I think that could have been a little bit more thought of, even though the trick in itself is very good. I don't say that. I don't say that it's bad, but I will explain why I think they could have go the extra mile to help a little bit more the trick. Inside, so you get the cards. The cards are really well made. So for the Chinese, you get the word in Chinese, Mandarin, I don't know how to say it, the drawing and the word in English, okay? So that's great. And for the flashcard, the psychic flashcard, you get only the symbols, okay? So if you're considering performing this in another way, another language than English, you have to make sure that people understand English, because all the words that you will be able to form with those cards will be in English. For example, if they select the moon, in France we say lune, but you have to make moon, M-O-O-N, with the cards. You can't have the word spelled out in French, so it will always be spelled out in English. What I like with the Chinese flashcard is that the word in English is already written here, so it helps people to understand, while with the symbols you don't have anything written beside it, okay? The cards are really good quality. Harapan does a great job on the teaching video to explain how to use the card and how it works. You also get a cheat sheet so that you understand the principle, but I will talk a little bit about that in the count section, but they wanted to have very clean cards, non-marked and so on. I think they could have gone the extra mile to have them marked. So since they are made, well, the cards needs to be set up in a way, you could have used kind of a stack, and it will have give you some information about the card, and you could have implemented the cheat sheet on the box, so you don't have to use anything but the box and the cards. I think it's not that they stopped thinking too early, but they wanted something too pure, in my opinion, and it's not about doing the extra work mentally to perform the trick, because it's not that hard, but I think when you have the ability to get to for the trick to be more easy or to be easier, you don't have to you have to take that opportunity. I don't know if I'm clear. It's complicated to say it in English, but I hope you get my point. But apart from that, it's very well made. It's cheap, $25. It's very cheap for 2 packs of cards, and I'm really happy with what I receive. So let's perform a quick demonstration. So the spectator will say stop on any card, for example this one, you remember it, in the same time you just do that, you show it, okay, you put it back in the deck, you put the card back in the deck, and everything can be shuffled by the spectator, okay? Then you take the card and you will just pull out some cards. I think this one, this one, I think this one. Okay, I think among those cards you'll have maybe I need one more because I'm not sure at all. Let's try this one too. Not sure at all. Hop. Okay, so among this card there is the selected card from the spectator. I will just remove some. I will remove this one, I will remove this one, I will remove this one, and I think that the card remaining is among those 4. No? Ah, what was your card? It was fire. Ah, it was the latest one I removed. But it's interesting that I keep those because if we just do so, like this, and my light is going off, but that's not a problem, and if we could just do like this, we can have the word fire spell out with the symbols. So that's a very rough presentation on what you can do. Among the 20 cards provided, even for the symbol pack, you will be able to reveal 10 of them, which is huge because you can perform the trick again with a different card, which is great. And yes, that's how it looks. Let's go with the cons. As I said, they could have went the extra mile to provide the cheat sheet on the box and mark the card so that it's easier for you to set up the deck and to remember what needs to be remembered. But again, not a big deal because the mental work has been made easier by Harapan, which is great. And apart from that, you only need a table and you have to spell the words in English. So if you're not an English speaker, keep that in mind. Let's go for the pros. I really like Harapan thinking behind it because I don't want to know how it came up with such ideas, and that's the strength of Harapan. He makes trick complicated, very simple to understand from the point of view of the magician, because it's very easy to understand how it works and how to make it work, and it's very easy to understand from a point of view of the spectator because it's straightforward. You get the word, you don't have to fiddle around and say, oh, maybe it spell out another word. No, it's very direct, and I really like that you don't have to do complicated thing. It's very straight to the point, and I really like that. The cards are really well made, they spread well, and it's not that expensive. I love tricks that looks like the magician has failed, but no, you have just an amazing climax at the end. I'm not sure which version I like the most. I think the Chinese flashcard is something that people can emotionally link to, because Chinese, well, in France, is considered to be one of the hardest language to speak, so it makes sense to have flashcards for these languages. And yes, I really like this effect. I think it's cheap, it works well. I just have liked they went a little bit more work on the box so that everything is self-contained, and if you have maybe a memory loss, you can focus on the box so that you get everything to understand. The back of the card could have been marked, I think. Even though I completely understand that you like this kind of very pure and elegant back design, but I think that we could have make the trick a little bit better or easier at least. So I really like jumping to conclusions. Not my kind of effect, but I definitely see this working really well with audiences. So for me it will be 3 hearts. Difficultly speaking, you have to remember a little bit of things, but Harapan made the association of cards very easy because I know that Mountain is going to fire, even though I watched the explanation video only once. I know that because it's locked in my memory. So you don't understand what I'm talking about, but just keep in mind that you will remember everything very easily. For me, that's 2 stars out of 4. Similar product, not in the same way, but you have Psi Set or Psi Set by Tango Magic, which is great. I really love this effect. You also have Omnitool because and Snaps, because they use in disguised and non-disguised way shapes as letters, kind of the same as this one. And tell me your favorite trick using this kind of effect in the comment section. This video is not finished. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to ask me the product you want me to review on this channel. Take care, see you soon. Au revoir!